quick review. Uh, this is what my buddy orders online for vaping in his big Frankenstein $200 vape kind of thing. Yeah, just a couple of comments in my videos are just touching on vape fluid. Its safety, no oversight or regulation, right? Just look at this. Doesn't it look sketchy as fuck? Like it says Health Canada right on it, right? And even it's French. So I mean, I'm guessing it's legal, or maybe, well, more likely they just make up a label, right? They don't give a fuck, but yeah, that's a lot, and that's the highest you can get in nicotine, I think, right now, legally. But I'm sure you can't get all this at once legally. Like, I don't know what you paid for it, nor do I want to, but yeah, yeah, because you're not allowed certain, I think, flavored ones, or certain ones aren't allowed anymore because they're, like I say, they're being marketed to kids. Blah 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 blah. I mean, I tried vaping way back when it first came out, and let me tell you, folks, I bought the top of the line little discreet unit. Everybody's saying, "Oh, we all quit smoking, and it's water vapor. It's amazing. Everybody quit smoking. Oh, no cancer." I totally bought into it. Got one, got 4 bottles, the highest nicotine you could get. Three like fruit flavored ones, and the only one I could find is because the only logical one would be tobacco flavored goddamn fluid if we're going to get off cigarettes. But yeah, I got one of those, and it didn't taste like cigarettes at all. I mean, yeah, they should at least try to China market them like, oh, I don't know, John Player's Rich or something, or some kind of closely named thing, and just market it like that. But yeah, anyway, interesting, folks. Yeah, get some directions here. What you guys think? You think? What do you think? I mean, I know it came out in a study. Nothing is official, or there's no oversight really. But the study found exactly what I said. That this is 3 times worse for your lungs than smoking. It's mystery China fluid. They have no idea what's in it, and what they do know is very bad. So, but like, yeah, there's no oversight or regulations, or just like vitamins, supplements. Like, you could get a bottle of iron supplements, and they don't have to put shit all in it. Yeah, it's probably in their best interest too, but they don't have to. They don't have to put vitamin E in those things. And any sign of approval or sticker, shit like that, I mean, shit. It's all fake news. It could, you could be just taking horse semen, or dog semen, or a, mushed up plant from the side of the road. you know, it's just no regulation. But once again, the government noticed, you know, this, and noticed, people were all complaining that it was being marketed to kids, which, oh yeah, it was. I mean, the fluid bottles themselves are all had graphics on them, and were like berry, mango blast, and all this shit, right? Uh, you know, which, like, the same thing happened to tobacco. You can't have colors, you can't have certain wording, anyway that's kind of misleading, like the word light on a cigarette was like a big deal because they claimed that it caused more deaths because people thought it was light, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. There's no difference. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. But yeah. And so they started, banning flavored ones, I think, in certain. What's weird? It says right there, born on 4/11/2021. Dashrates.com. Even has a batch number. Interesting. It's funny it says born on. It's one thing that's just stood out. Oh, yeah. And my description, yeah, it is made in a lab. DB Labs. straight from the test tube to your lungs. But yeah, it basically causes. I mean, I play Call of Duty with people, and they literally all they do from start to finish, I just vape constantly. My friends, they vape constantly. It's in their mouth, and it's just constantly going. Right? And they say, "Oh, it's water vapor." I know one thing: when I fucking, you know, bite into it and try it ripped my lungs apart. I couldn't even get the whatever it was down. Um, you know, it was, "Oh, everybody's gonna quit. We're gonna quit." Yeah, well, that's yeah. It did not replace smoking at all for me. The habit, the mental part, nor the physical, at all. I mean, yeah. Like I said, I couldn't do the harsh um, the vape where it hit my lungs, and I had a top of the line unit. Um, Tried all different kinds and types, and yeah, one day I got up and it fell on the floor. It broke and it wouldn't hold stuff anymore or heat properly, and that was it. It was done. Even the bottle said, like, make sure it doesn't soak into your hands or membranes, like it can really make you sick. Like, so in case it can soak into you, it's like taking basically, I don't know, 20 cigars, through your hand, or yeah, that would be that would be kind of funny if that somebody, I say somebody was like, I don't know, trafficking this through an airport or smuggling it in, like, I don't know, like a big vial, I don't know, tube with like brace in his pocket. He gets like the biggest head rush in his life. He's like, why am I addicted to nicotine now? Yeah, guess what? But yeah, it's a shame. But I mean, eventually they'll catch up. Once the real data's in and see what it really is costing the healthcare system, which is why they did the tax of cigarettes, because it's just, yeah, so many billions of dollars every year. Like, I mean, the government would spend treating people who smoke cigarettes, because they've, well, finally proved, or I don't know, got mainstream media to come on board, or whatever it is. Uh, Straw that broke the camel's back. Um, yeah, tax the shit out of them, make up for the cost, try to deter people from smoking them, because they're you know killing you. But I mean, smoking basically, it's basically, well, it's harmful to everything in your body, like anything. If you're inhaling burnt carbon into your body, it's carbon monoxide. That's to begin with bad for you. But like, I mean, cigarettes have just a bunch of natural stuff when the tobacco leaf grows. I mean, benzene or whatever is just plant product carbon. But whatever they spray the shit with and put chemicals into, which they do or did, uh, just were super secret. And yeah, that's why people were super addicted and why they were so the way they were. And the big reason was, like, say people would try to quit. And trust me, I have. Like, time and time again, and I have done it, but after about 2 weeks, you quit. You cannot breathe at all. It's like you have an asthma attack, or I have asthma, but it's like I couldn't breathe. I'm hacking up, like everybody's, you're hacking up fucking like black phlegm, and you just can't seem to get a breath or whatever. And why is this happening? I quit smoking. Well, it's because the drugs they put in the cigarettes were bronchodilators. Same thing as a Ventolin puffer for asthmatics. Um, it's bronchodilator opens up the airways to allow the smoke and the tobacco and the nicotine and the carcinogens and the other stuff get into your uh, bloodstream faster, quicker, make you more addicted. Yeah, so it's an interesting fact, bronchodilators. But I mean, yeah, what they're banning now. I mean, every time they're doing these new post plain packaging, they're always saying they took more of this additive out, more of this chemical or whatever, and they don't tell you what it is. Um, I don't really know what, because they used to say on the side of a bottle, or sorry, a case of cigarettes, like the milligrams of tar, nicotine, and like it would say like benzene, hydrogen, benzene, or whatever, and there would be like a mild warning, and then the warnings got worse, and then they got like obscene fucking people who and cancer and stuff. which usually are isolated cases, I would assume, because most likely these are people who smoke for, I don't know, all their life and smoke like 8 packs a day. If you do that and you don't expect to get sick from something, or you don't, I don't know, wake up in the middle of the night coughing your guts up, and then you get cancer, like, oh, I didn't know, holy shit, oh, I'm surprised. Yeah, no. Here's the thing, anything in moderation probably won't catch up with you. Like, I mean, like, like fast food, like, or, drinking, or like smoking, or drugs, or, murdering hitchhikers, you know. It probably won't catch up with you if you just keep it in moderation, folks. Yeah, but it, yeah, it's a strange scene right now with vape fluid and stuff, vapes. I went into a site on Reddit. Oh my God, they had literally a glossary like of terms of just all it is abbreviations. I was like, what the fuck? I mean, holy shit! I guess I am old. Like I mean, there's atomizers, there's coils, there's all these words and different units, and I'm just like, can you just tell me one that does this, please? I just want one that that will burn, say, pot. But they say it's an atomizer, but it doesn't burn it, so it's not like carbon. It doesn't burn like a typical plant, or So I was interested in that because the medicinal side effects I do enjoy from pot, and now that Canada has made it legal, and it's been so legal for so long now that really there's nobody selling pot like your dealers, because the liquor stores, the government run stores have all matched, caught up with the quality and the price mainly, and welcome in big conglomerate, pot, you know operations. So yeah, basically like probably 80% of them, all of them are ones that were running before for 20 years on the medicinal thing where you had to have a prescription, you know, like a dispensary. And I mean, around here, I mean, anywhere for the last 10 years, places would just get continuously shut down because they were selling pot products without prescription or whatever. And they just open it back up again and get shut back down, open up again because the laws would just switch it back. Then finally, like totally legal. But they still can't sell it, you know, because they still need a prescription because they're not a government run store. So, I mean, there's less heat on them, but I mean, that opens up even, I think, more black market activity, like we're under the table. But what they really did was what they really did when they punched us in the counter in the dick, really it was a punch in the dick, is seeds. That's the big thing right now. Nobody can fucking find seeds or clones or anything. Seeds are two of them are $80 from the online store or whatever, or at your local pot dispensary in my province. And they're so-called guaranteed females or whatever. Nothing's guaranteed. You have two seeds. God knows what could happen. Obviously, there's no warranty. And the ones online, like if you look, that's like a whole glossary thing too. Learn about hybrid females coated with this and that, and like two of them are like $180. It's just like, what the fuck? I mean, back in my day, we just say, hey, you got some seeds, and buddy would just bring in seeds that were in the bottom of, I don't know, the last couple of little dime bags or whatever, and that's what we would grow, and that's what people would grow, and then clone and make decent weed strains and stuff. Or they would go hydroponics, blah blah blah. But yeah, yeah. Like I said, there's no dealers. Nobody sells pot anymore around here. And even before, it was decriminalized anyway. So you're allowed carrying 28 grams of pot at any time with you. In my province for the last 15 years or 20 years. Uh, Same law now, 28 grams or an ounce. But back then, it was just you would get even a warning or just a fine. It was not a criminal record. It was not like a charge. It was just a ticket, like on your windshield, like a parking meter ticket. That's was it. So yeah, Writing was kind of on the wall, but like I said, when they first started, there was major shortages. And then they really picked up their pace here in my province, selling gummies. They're selling oils. They're selling lotions, edibles, shatter, rosin, uh, like hash oil, hash. Like, my God. Yeah. And yeah, just have, oh, and even drinks, energy drinks or drinks. Yeah, energy drinks with pot in it. Geez, you name it, they have it. Yeah. Anyway, this is what's in my hand, but that's just kind of like what I was talking about is the is kind of the oxymoronic thing that I was pointing out about vape fluid and how it's three times worse, for you than smoking. It's just it's not regulated yet, or industry isn't. Just like vitamins, or like supplements, no regulation. They can put whatever the fuck they want in it. They just put gravel in it. They don't have to say answer anything, and they little symbols or signs. Oh, certified by blah. They're all bullshit. But yeah, look at this. It says right on it, like, and it says like Health Canada, that it is actually a poison. You are ingesting a poison into your body. Poison. If swallowed, call poison control. Here's the thing: you're not swallowing it; you're smoking it, and it goes directly into your lungs and into your bloodstream. It's like the fastest way any chemical can get into your bloodstream is by your lungs. Um, yeah, pretty much. I mean, I think the other one would be, I think up your ass, boofing or whatever it is, because the colon is the most absorbent tissue in the body. So yeah, you know, that's why people, make crack out of cocaine, because if you smoke crack, it hits your lungs. It's a lot quicker, faster, cheaper. Make more of it. You can, it's just more of a, yeah. Anyway, that's the theory behind it, right? And that's, well, this, fuck theory. That's the science. Hit your lungs, yeah, fast. Anyway, but yeah, yeah. So like, I was just curious because, man, I just can't believe that it says poison right on it. It's kind of funny though. But I mean, I was like, the only reason I was interested in it was because I wanted to look back into maybe getting a vape unit, because I got one there, a couple disposable pens, like back a couple years ago when the weed was just starting. And disposable pens were reasonably priced, and they were good. They weren't hard on my lungs. They were good, like relieved my pain, helped me with my sleep. A little bit too much with my appetite, but I needed the help with appetite as well. But yeah, I got two of them. One malfunctioned the second time, got it working again, and they talked me into getting one of those uh, batteries, which I thought was a vape unit. It's a Riot one, and it just like it's really like it's a quality machine. It literally just has two little adapters. It takes 510 cartridges. Yeah, like never had to be charged. It has three settings, but yeah, I mean, I invested. That was only $30. The cartridges are the ones expensive. Like, and you got to do like your math, your equivalency, and like what milligrams of THC equals, to pot, like dry flower, right? And I always had trouble doing that because I can't really see an equivalency when you're doing or considering vape to, you know, real, actual pot, like real smoking it. It's just, yeah, anyway, my experience with it, I absolutely tore the fucking hell out of my lungs. I couldn't even get high. I couldn't even get the liquid from the 510 cartridge into my lungs. Like, and it had three different settings. You could pre-cook it. There was light, medium, and strong. And I don't know. It was just half the time I would take a rip and it wouldn't get one, and then it would cook too much, and I would take it, and it would just kill me, and then I would get right on it and do it right, but it just literally like my eyes were just bugging out of my head, and yeah, I don't know what the fuck terpenes are, and Oh my God, it's just like, come on, people, just smoke your pot. You know. I'm like that to an extent. I do have to say I do love a quality pot, and that's the only thing you can get nowadays. Like back when I was in high school, like you pay $15, $10 for a little dime bag of literally just shake, or what we call shake or homegrown now. Basically, the standard back then, you'd pay 15, 20 for like a dime bag of that stuff. Now that's the norm. It's just floating around. Fucking amazing space weed is just everyday weed now. Because I took a break for many years. Because probably for like 8 years, you wouldn't find me with less than half an ounce on me. Because I used it, yeah, I was addicted to pot. Yeah. So then I just didn't like the effects and I just quit one day. So, yeah. Just got tired of going to sketchy places and getting the pot and buying it and yeah, underworld and the anxiety it would cause and yeah, it's like basically when your drug dealer got busted, which they always did, they would just give you basically a business card for his associate. Like, oh, well, I'm in being processed. Here's your your other dealer. I'm like, yeah, okay, and yeah, that's where you go. And then he'd be back in business again, get busted, same thing. Which But yeah, pot is very addictive. I don't see how anybody says it can't be. All drugs, any substance that alters your mind is addictive. I mean, the world's most widely used psychedelic or psychotropic drug is caffeine or sorry, coffee. I mean, yeah, it's considered a psychedelic, and yeah, it's very addictive and alters your brain. Like all I know is I had a very set schedule with my pot. Um, I know it made me eat a fuck ton, and the side effects basically for me, I couldn't understand how people could smoke pot and go like go to work or play a video game or do your homework or anything. Because when I smoked pot, it just fucking laid me out. I was done for like 6 hours. Just Judge Judy, like 3 bags of chips, yeah. And yeah, I was just like eating a lot. It took my ambition away. It's super lazy. I got sick of it. One time I was driving through drive through at a local Tim Hortons, and I said, you know what, I'm done. So, yeah, and I quit. I didn't smoke um, a bowl since that. Well, since that would be that day for many years later. And the thing was, I was really worried about getting into it. It was hard, really hard, like coming off it. But it was about 3 weeks. 3 weeks for weed. 3 weeks was what I needed myself, and I was basically confident. I'm like, well, wow. I mean, from the substances that I've been addicted to before, since then, weed is very what do we call it? A lightweight. There's worse things out there, but you know, it is addictive. It does open. It is a gateway drug because it's the thing that people say not to do. The kids do it and they get high, and then they're like, "Well, what else can I get high on?" Exactly. You're going to do cigarettes. You're going to do drinking. You're going to do anything to try to relate or match that buzz. And more people say it's taboo, like acid or LSD or hard drugs. PCP. The more people say, "Oh, don't do it," "Oh, opiate crisis, don't do it," the more they're gonna fucking do it. Kids are gonna do it more. Fuck, I do. I would. I mean, if there was like a news report saying, "Oh, this new, I don't know, this new mixed beverage that the liquor commission is causing a big stir because it's super, get you messed up and people getting arrested," I'm like, "Fuck yeah, I'm there." you know, whatever. It's basically you gotta try everything once. I think that's my philosophy. I think you should try everything once. Well, I mean, within reason. I mean, I don't think that people should go out and mainline fucking heroin right now. I said within reason, but yeah, and yeah, when it comes to pot, that would be my 2 cents. But like I said, there's so many forms of it now. I'm kind of get back into it, so I'm kind of looking for input. Because liquor stores are selling it, it's the same thing. And these vape units, they're atomizers. There's coils, there's wax pens, there's shatter, there's rosin, there's goddamn lotion, there's gummies, there's pills, there's, yeah, man, so much stuff. But I just figured since I tried that little Riot 510 cartridge, and now maybe they're not as harsh, maybe some, yeah, I don't know. But you don't get much help. But and like I said, it brings back to the thing about the seeds that really pisses me off, because everybody's allowed having 4 personal plants themselves, and again, the 28 grams at one time. That just means that everybody has basically a field of weed growing in the backyard. Basically, if they were already were doing it, they're yeah. But yeah, like I mean, if you look at who's buying all the pot since it was legalized, it's people over 50. Really, it is, and it's kind of hilarious that that is the case because when it started, I mean, I don't know anybody who would switch from their dealer who would. They're like, "Hey, blasphemy!" Look at the price and the quality and blah blah. Yeah, but through that, like I said, they caught up. But I have yet to try edibles from the store. Like I let's see here. There's oils, CBD oil that doesn't do nothing to me. Pot pills, I paid for them through the government, like actual medication. No, it didn't do nothing for me. Too expensive. I couldn't afford that either. Still expensive for me. But yeah, there's and the unfortunate thing about the weed and any capitalistic, um, you know, democratic country is the fact that they're going to find cheaper ways to make their shit. And that's how they get rich and cut corners. And that's how you get, yeah, shitty products and giant, like, made in China stuff. And nobody can compete with them, right? Walmart moves in, blah, 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 made in China, blah, same thing. So I'm noticing, to maybe my, delight, but it makes other growers say, like, and they make a big point, I know that, of putting made in Nova Scotia or made in Truro or on their products, that they're selling. But yeah, there's a lot of them around here. And for a small town, there's a lot of people making liquor around here too. Holy shit. But anyway, yeah, that's my live stream. I don't know how live stream works. I don't want to press any of these buttons. It's the first time I did it. I just noticed something. I don't know if I can reply on text to people. Is that possible? Um, and I think that little number up there shows a person watching. One person. Maybe that's just me playing with myself. Anyway, folks, cool, cool, cool. Thanks for tuning in, anybody. First time looking, I just thought it was kind of interesting. And this is Nitro saying, stay safe out there. And if you can, do what you can and donate a little bit to Ukraine. If you can. I mean, yeah, cool. And I don't know how to stop this now. There's this button. You can make a filter too. Oh shit. Okay, save, highlight, enable flash. Um, I can turn this around right now. Oh fuck, shit, I can mid broadcast. What's this? Some messages may not be visible. Okay. I don't know what to do here. Oh wait, it doesn't save it. Okay, what did I happen to? Oh, it's just when you're live.